loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the right side. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, a lot of space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The noise level is relentless here on second down. He breaks it and runs through another guy. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. two dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as a kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Now in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game calling for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Steps away to find some room. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's loose. It's a running room. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get 1st downs on the...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth throwing for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. To the ground with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. On the move to his left. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working the big fella to the corner. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it back on 2nd and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Touchdown, Michigan! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly to the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Hit as he throws. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive.
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
To the air on first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
24, Michigan, 7.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Got a man. It's Marshall. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This
breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. The lone back's got it. Breaks the tackle. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback keeper. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. He'll take it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down,
he tries to take the top off. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Now on the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Wolverines are threatening on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Second and long here, but objective number one, keep that clock moving. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Saunders. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Creates a little space. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Pulls it in. It's Ivy. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wallace. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Wallace. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll throw on third and short. Caught over the middle. It's Ivy. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Penn State.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
To the air, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Extending the play. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams.